My name is Jeremy Mogaka, but you can call me Jerm, and I am a sophomore student at the University of Delaware. I currently live in Middletown, but all my life I grew up in Bear, Delaware. I'm currently majoring in biological sciences, and I have dreams of becoming an anesthesiologist, which is why learning about important medical figures really inspires me. For my obscure but phenomenal moment in African American history, I researched a doctor whose impact on medicine is still felt today. I chose Charles Drew, an American surgeon and medical researcher who made groundbreaking contributions to blood storage and transfusion. I wanted to know everything about him: his childhood, his education, his family, his accomplishments, and how he changed the world. As I researched Charles Drew, I realized how powerful and meaningful his story truly is. His inventions saved thousands of lives, especially during wartime, yet he still faced racism and unfair treatment, even though he was clearly a genius in his field. Charles Drew was born on June 3rd, 1904 in Washington, D.C., and was raised in a stable middle-class family that valued education and discipline. His parents were Richard T. Drew, who worked as carpet layer, and Nora Burrell Drew, who was a school teacher. Growing up, Drew was very hardworking and motivated, both academically and athletically. He attended Amherst College on an athletic scholarship, where he excelled in sports and academics. While at Amherst, he studied zoology and graduated in 1926. Even at a young age, Drew showed strong leadership skills and determination, which helped shape his future career in medicine. Despite his strong academic background, Drew faced racial barriers when applying to medical schools in the United States, which was common for African Americans at the time. But because of this discrimination, he was accepted into McGill University in Montreal, Canada. There, he attended medical school and graduated in 1933, earning honors and placing near the top of his class. His success at McGill showed that his intelligence and abilities were undeniable, even when others tried to limit his opportunities. After medical school, he completed his surgical residency and continued his education, because increasingly interested in academic medicine and surgical research, becoming increasingly interested in academic medicine and surgical research. In the 1930s, Charles Drew joined surgical research at Columbia University, where his important work began. He focused on studying blood transfusion, blood preservation, and surgical techniques. His research helped develop methods for storing blood plasma for longer periods, which made it possible to transport blood safely over long distances. This breakthrough was especially important because plasma could be stored without spoiling as quickly as whole blood. Drew's work laid the foundation for modern blood banks and completely transformed emergency and surgical medicine. In 1940, Drew became the medical director of the British American Project that supplied blood plasma to hospitals in the United Kingdom during World War II. His leadership and expertise helped save countless lives during the war. Later, he was recruited to help develop the American Blood Program. However, when the American Red Cross enforced racist policies that segregated blood by race, Drew strongly opposed the practice. He argued that separating blood based on race had no scientific basis and was morally wrong. Frustrated by these discriminatory policies, he resigned from some of his advisory roles and continued to speak out against racial injustice in medicine. After his wartime contributions, Drew became a surgeon and professor at Howard University College of Medicine. There, he dedicated himself to teaching and mentoring young African American medical students, helping create opportunities for future generations of doctors. He believed strongly in education and worked to raise standards in medical training. His influence at Howard really helped shape many successful physicians who followed in his footsteps. Charles Drew tragically died on April 1st, 1950, after being injured in a car accident. His death was a major loss to the medical community and the world. Even after his passing, his legacy lived on through the blood banking systems and transfusion standards that hospitals still use today. Learning about Charles Drew made me realize how powerful one person's contributions could be, even in the face of discrimination. His story motivates me to keep pushing toward my goal of becoming a doctor and to always stand up for what is right in both science and society. Doing this presentation also showed me something about myself. When I put in effort, I can truly master a subject. I can step into a room and teach something confidently, even if I was nervous the whole night before. That's why I chose Charles Drew.